Hello everybody, this is Archana here from Read, Write, Inspire. Today we are continuing our series on books on writing, and I want to talk to you about writing productivity. So we all know about NaNoWriMo. NaNoWriMo is happens in the month of November, where we write 50,000 words in 30 days. So basically every day we have to write some 1,667 words. While this is actually a quite simple task, and people like Stephen King write 2,000 words every day for every day of their life. We are just doing it for 1 month. I've often wondered how in that particular month alone we somehow get it done, but we are never able to do this all through the year otherwise. And I've been doing a lot of, I've been taking a lot of efforts to make sure that I can write more every day. And frankly, I have no time. I have 2 children, and with their own demanding schedules such as tiffin and school and parent-teacher meetings. Also, evening I have to sit with them for their homework, make sure they study for their exams, and there's so much going on. So with all this, what happens is that the number of hours that I get for writing is very limited. So I often try and find out ways in which I can maximize the number of words that I write in those hours. Of course, this is not always true. Not all days are writing days, because of course you have days when you need to ideate, days when you need to outline, days when you are editing, days when you have to work on other things relating to the writing craft apart from writing. Writing is just one part of it. However, writing the first draft itself can be a huge boost. When you finish your first draft, you know you have a story. After that, doing everything else becomes easier, at least according to me. Writing the first draft is the most fun thing that you can do, but at the same time, it's a thing that requires discipline. So which is why I've been reading a few books on this topic. The first thing I like to show you is this book called 2,000 to 10,000. This is by Rachel Aaron, and it's a very popular book online, and in fact you would find I think hundreds of reviews for this on Kindle. The book itself starts in 2 ways. The book is divided into 2 parts, I would say. The first thing is that Rachel talks about how you need to plot your book if you want to write your book faster. So basically she talks about plotting, about creating characters, and the second part is where she talks about how you can write faster and better. And apart from this, there is one more book on writing which I've read recently and I really loved it. So this book is 5,000 Words Per Hour by Chris Fox. So again, Chris talks about how there was a particular time in his life when he used to not be able to write even 2,000 words a day. And then now he has come to that point in his life where he needs to write 5,000 words per hour. So he talks about this journey where if suppose in a particular hour in a day, if he is able to write only 2,000 words in that particular hour, he actually feels dejected. He keeps asking himself what went wrong. So this is a very inspiring book for me to see that there is an author who is able to do 5,000 words per hour, when even 5,000 words in a day sounds like such a daunting task for me. Right now I can write approximately 1,000, and on a good day maybe 1,500 words in an hour. And I try to do 2,000 words a day, which is the maximum that I can do. I have done till now, but I'm somewhere halfway through this book, and yes, I'm trying to see whether I can follow what Chris advises. And there's another book by Chris which is also something that I would strongly recommend. This is called as Lifelong Writing Habit, and again this is another fabulous book by Chris Fox, which also talks about how writing is a very, it's not such an easy thing, and it's something that you would need to make it into a habit if you want to actually go up in the ladder, which would take you to the highest dream of having maybe 2 to 3 books published every year, which is something which every writer wants to be. Everyone wants to be a prolific writer and write more books and get out more books, but still they want to do books that are good and that have that add value to your portfolio, not just any other thing. So these are 2 books which I came across now recently, and yes, so I'd also like to show you something that I spoke about on another video. I think I spoke about on my Instagram post. So this is a course in Udemy. The name of the course is Productivity Hacks for Writers, which is by Jessica Brody. Now, I haven't done any course on Udemy before, and I don't even know how I bought this one. So this was costing me somewhere around 600 to 700 rupees. I think there was some offer which was going on Udemy when I just decided, enough of my writing block. Let me see if I can do something, and I picked up this book. So here, basically, Jessica says that she's going to teach us some hacks on how we can create this writing habit and also improve our writing productivity. And she has divided it into 3 things, hack your brain, and she says hack your space and hack your devices. So hack your brain is basically, she talks about how you need to wake up on the right time, how you have to have a routine, a morning routine, which improves your writing. Now, for instance, I have been trying to wake up at 5 a.m. every day and get some, at least I would say half an hour to 45 minutes of writing before I start my day at 6. So for me, I read this book called The Morning Magic, I think it's called. It's has this beautiful routine for a morning routine which you can follow, when you can wake up at 5 o'clock and follow the routine, and it really helps, and many people attest to it. I agree. Maybe it's a wonderful, I'm very sure it must be a wonderful thing to follow such a routine. However, for me, my morning is for writing. When I wake up in the morning, I want to write. That's the thing. But at the same time, my brain is still sleeping. So I want to wake up my brain and get it to write. For that, I cannot spend half an hour to 45 minutes in waking up my brain so that I can write for 15 minutes. I want to do something within a span of, let's say, 15 to 20 minutes after I wake up, and then get writing. That was possible only in this. The routine which Jessica suggests, I could do that. So nowadays when I wake up, let's say I wake up around 5 o'clock, by around 5:20 I am writing, and that's why I didn't tell you 60 minutes. I told you 30 to 45 minutes is the maximum that I try. So by 5:20 I am writing, and I try to write at least till 6:20, but some days then it doesn't happen. If I need to cook or something, then I have to get back to cooking, then I have to leave around 6 o'clock. But still, I'm happy, even getting in some 45 minutes of writing in the morning makes a huge difference for me, because I have otherwise this gnawing guilt in my mind the whole time that I've not written anything today. Once I've done that morning thing, I'm like, okay, I woke up in the morning, I meditated, I have written in my gratitude journal, and I've started writing too. That's great. And also, Hack Your Space talks a lot about how you need a room, how you need to turn off internet, how you should declutter your room before you start writing. And Hack Your Devices is about a lot of apps and a lot of useful apps on writing, and which help you to write better and which help you to make writing into a habit. And this is a course I would strongly recommend anyone who is looking to improve their writing productivity. So these are the few things that I have done to improve my writing productivity. What have you done, and do you have any other books or courses that can help in improving the productivity? Please leave that in the comments below. If you like this video, click like, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for a few more videos which are about books on writing. Thank you.